Rain lashes down on the grimy city street, each drop illuminated by the garish neon signs in the distance. Beneath a flickering streetlight, Eli huddles, his thin frame lost within the folds of a worn, oversized coat. A river of umbrellas flows past him, a blur of faces masked in judgment and indifference. His gaze lingers on the uncaring crowd, each averted eye a silent condemnation in the relentless downpour. On a vibrant city street, Lena walks with friends, her laughter echoing through the air. Lena exudes elegance and confidence with every step, turning heads as she passes. Unnoticed by Lena, Eli watches her from afar, his eyes lighting up with admiration. A subtle smile plays on Eli's lips as Lena's radiant presence captivates him. Lena continues on, unaware of the silent admiration following her through the bustling city. In the stark darkness, a single spotlight cuts through the gloom, revealing nothing but the oppressive shadows. A figure lurks just beyond the light's reach, concealed in the inky blackness. The unseen figure remains still, a silent observer shrouded in mystery. A voice echoes from the shadows, disembodied and filled with a haunting certainty. That's her. The voice lingers in the air, heavy with unspoken longing and eternal devotion. Always was, always will be, the voice concludes, sealing a timeless fate in the heart of darkness. On the vibrant city street, Lena's laughter fades as her gaze settles on Eli. A sudden shadow darkens her face, the joy instantly extinguished. With a sharp, deliberate movement, she turns her back, a clear rejection hanging in the air. The bustling city fades into background noise as Lena's abrupt turn speaks volumes, leaving Eli in silent confusion. An oppressive silence fills the unknown location, unseen and heavy. A profound sense of isolation permeates. A world where I am unseen, even among the familiar. A voice echoes, filled with melancholy and despair. Even her eyes don't see me anymore. The light fades, the world dimming as the weight of invisibility crushes the spirit. A solitary figure fades further into shadow, lost in a sea of indifference and oblivion. Under the harsh morning light, Eli's desperate search leads him to rummage through an overflowing trash bin at a deserted gas station. Amidst the refuse, his fingers close around a crumpled lottery ticket, its colors faded but still hinting at a forgotten hope. He pulls the ticket out, the paper crinkling softly as he examines it with a flicker of curiosity in his weary eyes. A sudden gust of wind threatens to snatch the ticket away, a fragile symbol of a potential escape from his grim reality. In an unknown location, shadows cling to Eli, obscuring him in a veil of mystery. The air hangs heavy, thick with unspoken anticipation. Each breath, a silent question. Eli hesitates, a moment of doubt etching lines on his face as he stands at the precipice of decision. A flicker of resolve ignites in his eyes, a spark against the encroaching darkness. He steels himself, drawing strength from an unseen source, preparing to face the unknown. With a defiant whisper, Eli breaks the silence, his words a challenge to fate itself. Why not? Nothing to lose. Inside the brightly lit convenience store, Eli nervously hands the lottery ticket to the cashier, his anticipation palpable. The scanner whirs, a moment of hushed silence hanging in the air as the machine processes Eli's fate. Suddenly, the screen explodes with flashing lights, an almost overwhelming display of electronic celebration. Bold text screams across the screen, announcing Eli's life-altering luck. Jackpot winner, $50 million. The cashier stares wide-eyed, the enormity of the moment sinking in as Eli's world transforms in an instant. In the stark expanse of the unknown, Eli's eyes widen, reflecting disbelief and awe. His breath hitches, a silent no, escaping his lips as reality warps before him. The unspoken hangs heavy, the sheer impossibility of the moment etched onto his face. A hushed, disbelieving whisper breaks the silence. No way. The cashier's eyes widen, disbelief etched across his face as he stares at Eli. A wave of cheers suddenly erupts around Eli, people offering congratulations. Eli remains frozen, the cacophony of celebration fading into a distant hum. Tears begin to well in Eli's eyes, reflecting the bright, artificial lights of the convenience store. The surrounding figures blur as Eli is overwhelmed by a surge of emotion. A single tear escapes, tracing a path down Eli's cheek, a silent testament to this momentous occasion. Sunlight floods an unknown space, each dust mote illuminated in a silent, watchful dance. An unseen presence lingers, a heavy blanket of quiet observation enveloping the scene. A voice echoes from beyond, resonating with newfound recognition. The world finally looked at me. The light intensifies, as if in response to the voice, highlighting the profound shift in perception. A whirlwind montage begins, chronicling Eli's transformation through a rapid-fire sequence of images. Eli, sharp in a tailored suit, seals deals with a decisive signature, a symbol of his newfound power. The relentless glare of cameras captures Eli at a press conference, each flash a testament to his rising star. The sleek door of a luxury car closes, encasing Eli in opulence as his reflection in a mirror reveals a clean, confident, reborn man. Darkness reigns, absolute and deep. A single light pierces the gloom, isolating a face. The face is unreadable, lost in shadow and thought. A voice echoes from the darkness, detached and knowing. Money doesn't change you, it reveals you. In the hushed ambiance of an upscale restaurant, Eli sits alone, a figure of meticulous elegance. He delicately sips water, his every movement precise and measured. The soft lighting catches the subtle sheen of his impeccably tailored suit. Each detail of his appearance speaks of careful consideration, a mask of perfection in the intimate setting. An air of anticipation hangs around him, a silent question mark amidst the clinking of glasses and murmured conversations. Lena steps into the upscale restaurant, a radiant warmth lighting up her face. Her eyes sweep across the room, a beacon of anticipation guiding her. Her gaze locks onto Eli, a spark of recognition igniting in her eyes. Surprise flickers across her features, quickly followed by a genuine, welcoming smile. The smile widens, a promise of joy as she begins to move towards him. Her every step carries an unspoken eagerness, a silent greeting in the bustling atmosphere. In a mysterious location bathed in daylight, Lena's eyes widen in disbelief. Time seems to halt as she recognizes a familiar face after what feels like an eternity. A wave of shock and joy floods her features, an unexpected reunion unfolding before her. Eli? Oh my God, Lena exclaims, her voice laced with awe. Her gaze lingers on Eli, admiration evident as she completes her surprised greeting. You look incredible. An unnerving silence fills the unknown location, thick with unspoken tension. Eli stands with deceptive ease, his relaxed posture a mask for the anticipation flickering in his eyes. Lena's presence is a palpable force, unseen yet undeniably there. Eli's voice cuts through the silence, laced with a hint of something dangerous. Hello, Lena. A loaded pause hangs in the air as he acknowledges their shared history. Been a long time. Lena sits alone, her body language a tableau of weariness and contained anxiety. Her gaze drifts towards an unseen figure, a silent plea hanging in the air. A delicate blend of regret and fragile hope etches itself across her face. Her voice, soft yet burdened, breaks the silence. I feel awful about before. A shadow of past turmoil darkens her expression as she confesses, life got crazy, you know? Her eyes lock with the unseen, a vulnerable admission escaping her lips. I never stopped thinking about you. In a space unbound by reality, a lone figure stands amidst shifting forms and blurred edges. The very air shimmers and distorts around them, a mirage of light and shadow. Light fractures and bends, painting the scene with an otherworldly glow. A voice echoes through the strange expanse, challenging perception. You didn't see me when I was invisible. The figure remains, an enigma cloaked in the impossible. In a room of neutral tones, Lena stands, hope flickering in her eyes. She takes a deep breath, steeling herself for what's to come. A hopeful glint shines in her eyes as she speaks, her voice ringing with determination. "Oh, come on," she urges, a plea for understanding in her tone. She dismisses the past with a wave of her hand. "That was another life. Let's start fresh," she declares, her gaze fixed on the promise of a new beginning. Under the cloak of night in the city park, Eli and Lena tread a dimly lit path, their footsteps the only sound against the silence. They pass a weathered park bench, its wooden surface worn smooth by time and countless stories. This very bench whispers tales of Eli's past hardships, a silent witness to his struggles. The air thickens with unspoken words, the palpable tension stretching taut between them, heavy and unresolved. In a stark, nondescript room, Eli's eyes dart around, searching for something familiar. A subtle flicker of recognition crosses his face, a hint of a forgotten memory. He pauses, his gaze fixed on an unseen point in the room, as if piecing together fragments of the past. A question hangs in the air, tinged with uncertainty and hope. "Do you remember this place?" The silence of the room amplifies the unspoken tension, waiting for an echo from the depths of memory. In an unspecified setting, Lena's expression is unreadable. The silence hangs heavy, a question lingering in the air. Lena breaks the silence, her tone guarded. "Not really." A subtle challenge underlies her simple question. Why? In a dilapidated room, dust motes dance in the weak light, illuminating Eli, a solitary figure amidst decay. The air hangs heavy with the scent of forgotten memories as Eli's gaze sweeps across the desolate space. His eyes fixate on a particular spot on the grimy floor, a silent question hanging in the air. A solemn revelation dawns as Eli whispers, "Because this is where I used to sleep." In the bustling city park, Lena freezes, a wave of shock and discomfort washing over her face. Eli gently places a single perfect rose and a neatly folded note on the park bench. He turns and melts into the crowd, leaving Lena alone with the silent message. Hesitantly, she reaches out, her fingers lightly touching the soft, velvety petals of the rose. "Love me when I have nothing, not when I have everything," echoes in her mind as she picks up the note, her hands trembling. Tears stream down her face, each drop reflecting a moment of profound realization and heartache.